That's the purpose of pain. It's there to protect us and does a fantastic job at that usually. The problem for some people who have pain that goes on for a long time is that it changes the way that the system provides information to the brain.
Is it going to change the speed in which a dementia is diagnosed?
Well, we hope so, yes, absolutely. They having these extra tools, it's like being enhanced, being superpowered, I guess, in terms of our diagnostic capabilities.
So there's a number of age-related changes that happen to all of us which can impact your driving safely.
Backwards walking apparently is quite common in China and it's becoming more popular here. What's so good about it?
Well, I guess it's a good balance exercise.
The brain plays a critical role in the generation of pain.
It's very exciting because finally this is the culmination of a couple of decades of work, and finally there is a drug that removes amyloid from the brain.
And on the left here you can see brain slices of an individual who's died with dementia in their 70s, and on the right are slices from an individual who's died in their 90s without dementia.
Well, as you say, falls are really important and they're important to avoid it, and this is the way we can train people.
Okay, there you go.
Oh boy,
was that graceful?
That was very graceful.
In child restraints, about 75% of children are not correctly using their restraints.
To look at whether non-invasive stimulation of the spinal cord combined with walking training is an effective way to improve function or walking function in people with spinal cord injury.
Professor Kiernan says becoming a Fellow of the Australian Academy of Science is recognition of the value of working not just in pure science, but also in its eventual application.
So here we are at the Royce, having the opportunity to present Music and Memories to some of the residents who are part of the program.
So today was really the launch of the Lancet Regional Health Western Pacific with a focus on dementia. So we've launched 5 papers which have outlined where dementia is in the Western Pacific.
So what the Lancet Commission found was that uncorrected vision loss and high cholesterol in midlife both are now established risk factors for dementia.
It's important for us to be here today to raise awareness of the need for research around dementia.
Treating the condition could be key to reducing dementia cases.
It affects people's quality of life, and it also affects their capacity to engage in the other health behaviours that are really good for your brain, like social engagement, physical activity, etc.
2 years ago, he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's after a road trip with his wife Leanne. He's tackling the disease head-on with simple steps such as exercise.
About 40% of risk factors are modifiable, so we can improve or actually prevent dementia.
Researchers are hoping to prevent other people experiencing the same, coming together to present a roadmap on how to tackle dementia.
I think first of all we need to make sure that everyone in these populations have access to a service that can allow them to at least get a dementia diagnosis.
I mean, traditionally, I suppose, in the community, we're used to the idea of mental health, but probably what we're really talking about is mental ill health.
Can we prepare ourselves to be more resistant or to be able to avoid falls?
Yes, thankfully yes. So we know a lot about the problem and the risk factors, and so we also now, building on that, know a lot of ways you can actually reduce the risk.
So when we're scared and excited, we get this rush of adrenaline, like we already said, but we also get dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, and these get pumped into our brain from an evolutionary perspective to reward us once we've survived or escaped the fear.
Professor, thanks so much for joining us. Right now, what are our fall statistics like?
Our general statistics are that 1 in 3 older people will fall this year, and about half of those people will fall again in that same year, and 10% of those people will, or of all falls, will result in a serious injury that will be life-changing.
From the lab to the road.
All safe back there?
We're making every journey a safe one.
Transurban, operator of Linked.
So, like balance relies on our vision, it relies on our inner ear, it relies on our joint moving smoothly as well. So as you get all of these things kind of get impacted in some way.
I can't compliment Neura enough for the way that they conducted this study. It was so thorough, detailed, respectful. I felt so well treated by the team and entertained and educated.